Welcome back to Hit the X Reloads. My name is Dean. For this video, I have to credit someone I found on YouTube. Just can't remember who or where. What I am going to show you was a game changer for the way I used to lube my cases for sizing. I have used probably a dozen different lubes and application steps. This one is by far my go-to and I will never look back. I have always had problems, too much, too little, or just applying the crap. Being able to get the exact sizing on each piece of brass is critical. And using this method, I get just that. Never did I get the same results from any other method or product. Of course, using Short Action Customs modular sizing dies also comes into play. If you find my videos informative and helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to be kept up to date on what I am doing. I also added a Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description below. I need all the help I can get so we can keep this going, and I would be very thankful. So watch along with me and see how great this method is. Thanks for joining me and hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Okay everyone, this episode we're going to go over lubing your necks and lubing your brass cases. Now, what I use and what I highly recommend for lubing the necks is this Neo Lube number 2. Good stuff. Good stuff. You take off the cap. Be careful, this stuff's rather thin. Make sure it's shook up real good too. And there's a brush in there. You see that brush? Okay, set that aside. We're also going to use Imperial sizing wax. See that? Okay. Now, this stuff goes a long, long way. This tin I probably had for 2 years. So, it goes a long way. You don't want to use much because a little goes a long way. Then we're going to use some latex gloves. You can buy these at Amazon, whatever. All this stuff that I'll be using will be on my website, hitthexreloads.com/equipment. It'll tell you about it and it'll give you links to it, where to buy it, whatever. Okay, so we're going to lube the necks first. So we're going to use these. These are foam tipped Q-tips. They are so much better than regular Q-tips. You can find these at Amazon too. This is on the site, my website. So we want to take our brush and soak the head of this. Okay, get it soaked in. Okay, so now, the simple step, seriously, if I can do this, anybody can. It's really easy. You just take your Q-tip, go inside, run it around. Go inside, run it around. Go inside, run it around. I know this is very exciting and you can hardly contain yourself, but this is all there is to it. So just run it around like that. Now I'm not going to go through all these, you get the gist. And then every once in a while, 10 rounds or something, take your brush and soak it down again. And keep going. Really, really, really simple. This stuff is great. This is like a graphite based in an alcohol solution, and it dries really fast too. So watch this. I'm going to take it, I'm going to wipe it down here, Now watch when I blow on it. See how they dried up just that fast? Let me show you again. And that's it. Now you have a nice lubricated coating on the inside of your necks. I throw the brush away afterwards because they're not that expensive and they'll just get caked up and crappy. So, now that we have those done, pour those back in there, we're going to lube the cases. Now, I usually do about 50 at a time. I don't want to overload this bucket. I want to make sure it gets spread around. So, you take your sizing wax and just take off a fingertip full of it. You see what I got there? That is not a whole lot, believe me. This goes a long way. So you take that and you put it in the palm of your other hand. Then you take your gloves and just on the inside like this, just rub them together to get that spread around. See a nice glossy finish all over? Take your hand, dig into the cases and spread it around. I know you're probably thinking, well, how can this get everywhere? Trust me, it does. You got to do this for about a minute and you're done. More exciting stuff. I know you can't handle it. Okay, that's it. You're done with that. So now I also throw these away unless you want to try to clean them off with a rag. But if you don't, you know, they're just going to get all kinds of mung hung up on them and that. And the next time you use them, you're going to be spreading that all over your brass. So I just toss them. They're not really that expensive, especially if you buy them by a nice big box full. So now you would go ahead and size your cases, which that will be in the reloading series when we get to that. So after you size them, you got to clean the lube off. You can't leave the lube on. That is bad. That is a bad thing. So what I've got is these microfiber gloves. I also found them on Amazon. What a surprise. They're really nice, or you could use a microfiber rag. Okay? Either one. With the rag, it's a little slower, but they both do the same job. So, put your gloves on. Now, this is one of the most boring parts of reloading because it's just tedious. So you take your case and you wipe it off. And that's that. This is probably the most exciting part of the video. I'm going to run this back over and over and over. And that's it. You wipe this off and you're ahead of the game. So I'm not going to show you all this crap because I don't want to bore you forever because we're done. I mean, once you get done doing the whole thing. So this is going to be, this video will be posted under the pre-class playlist. And I think I have one or two more I want to do for the pre-class playlist because I want to be fair to everyone. I want everyone to see some of these steps ahead of time so that when we get to the reloading series, everyone's not, well, how do you do that? How do you do this? I want to be fair to everyone. So I would say within a week to 2 weeks, I should start posting the reloading series videos. And please bear with me. We're going to get there. And then we're going to roll from there. So thank you for watching. And of course, if you found interest in this and it was helpful, don't forget to subscribe and maybe even hit that buy me a coffee. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. So long.